Okay, so we've already started. I've just curled my lashes and put mascara on, as you know I do that normally, and I've also already applied my Revlon Photo Ready eye primer, so that just helps keep everything in place. Now the next thing that I do is just get a small amount of my colour tattoo, the 24-hour that I've mentioned earlier that I used. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I just swear by this stuff. It's just great. So we just apply that all over the lid. I like to put this shimmer colour down, as I've said before, over my primer because it's just a second insurance policy of it all staying in place. Plus I think that it adds just a really nice shimmer when I'm wearing shimmer colours, so it just adds to that. So done. So the next thing that I'm going to do is just use a very small fine brush. This one is very, very soft, and I'm going to be using, as you already are aware, of my Naked 2 palette, which I just love. So I'm going to be going in with this colour just here, Booty Call. I like this because I find that Foxy on my skin doesn't show up very well, so Booty Call definitely works better for me. So with this I'm just going to add it to the inner corner of my eye, and then I just work it up under my brow bone just to bring that whole highlight colour up. And then again, as I've mentioned before, I like a bit of shimmer on my eye bone just to highlight, but I don't like it to be too strong, which is another reason why I really like Booty Call, because it just adds a little bit of highlight without it being in your face, if you like, and it blends all the colours really nicely together, I find. So that's that part done. Probably looks very shimmery in this light, but it's not so bad through the day, or you know, if you're taking this night look. And just remember to just pull that colour just down in that corner. Any fallout or anything we won't worry about, because as you also know, I do my eyeshadow first and then do the rest of my makeup later. So then we're just going to take this fine little brush. I love this. This one is from Elf. So this is a brush I use a lot for when I'm packing on powders, eyeshadows, and I want it on my eye. So I'm going to be going in with Chopper, which is this sort of brassy taupey colour, which I just adore. I use this a lot. So I know a lot of people say that the two palettes are the same, but I actually find that they're quite different, and I quite enjoy both of them. I often can't choose which one I'm going to use when I am getting ready to go out somewhere, because I love the colours that they both produce. So I find the variety is really good and works well for me, but everybody's different and it's just personal choice, I guess. So I really make sure that I pack that Booty Call on, just on the mobile part of my lid, and then I just dab the very end of that same small brush, and I just like to bring the colour all the way along under my eye. As I say, I don't worry too much about the fallout because I do it later, so I can get a nice clean line. But I just like putting the colour under my eye as well, because I just feel like it pulls all the colours together. So that's that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm using this pencil style brush. Anybody who doesn't have one of these, it doesn't matter the brand, it's just got a really nice dome shaped top to it, and it's reasonably stiff. So with this one I'm going to be going in with Busted, which is the second darkest shade in the palette. So I do love this colour. So I'm just going to use my pencil brush. So first of all I just dip the colour on the end, which I'm not sure if you can see that, and I just take it about halfway in the bottom of my eye, just to again keep the colours underneath nice and bright. And I do like how the shades darken up. Then I just take it along my lash line and then just up into the crease. And because of my skin colour, I often have to go in and get a bit more, but it's better to build it rather than go in too heavy and trying to smudge it out a little. So I don't take that all the way across my crease, I just work it probably again about halfway, maybe a little bit further, just into my crease and again into the lashes, just making sure that I'm starting to work on darkening that V colour. So if you can see, it starts to come together. Now this is another brush that I use all the time that I absolutely swear by. It's just a very, very fine brush. This is actually by Elf Cosmetics. They're not as cheap in Australia to purchase as they are overseas, but I do love this, and this is the liner brush. So what I'm going to do with this colour is I'm going to go in with Blackout, which is the darkest colour in the palette. So I do like to have a darker edge to my eye, but not too dark. So I just run that along my lash line right at the very edge, possibly just, you know, a third of the way, if that. And then I go back in, and I only really, as you can tell by the colour on the brush, I really only use the tip. So then I just go along my lash line, and I like to do this instead of eyeliner because it just deepens the lashes, and I do like, as I mentioned, that dark colour in the corner of my eye. So then we're just going to literally just dab so that we're creating a line from the bottom of our eye just up to the corner. And then I'm just going to pull that colour in so that it starts to blend with Busted. So just again go in with a little bit more and work it from the lash line. Just start pulling it up a little bit, and you can see it's starting to create that shape that I'm looking for. And just pull a tiny bit in to the crease so that it's all really nicely blended. So as you can see, without eyeliner, and as you can tell, I've cleaned this eye off as I always do to get rid of the fallout. All the colour you can see, unfortunately, is the pigmentation in my skin. But this side you can see is a bit messy, but it will definitely clean up very, very soon. Final thing I do, as you can see, when I have my eyes open, all that colour's basically disappeared, and it's not until you open your eye, or until you close your eye or blink or look down, which of course you do when you're talking to people, that you get that lovely pop of colour and the blend of colours that all come together. So the last thing I do is take a large fluffy brush. This is very, very soft blending brush, and I am going in with Decay. I do love this colour. I use this in many different ways. So basically I just very gently tap a bit of colour onto just the very tip of the brush, and with my eye open, I work from the outside edge in. And as I said before, everybody says windshield wiper motions. I actually love the rainbow movements that I heard one of the gurus mention one day. I just thought it was lovely. So as you can see now, it's just sort of pulled all those colours together, and with my eye open I've got just a little bit of colour as well, but it's also blended all those other colours together really nicely. So you've got the graduating colour from the dark through to the light up to the highlight colour, so it's quite effective. Then next thing I do is of course get my wipes, my trusty wipes, and wipe away any of the fallout, and very gently just run it under my eye. And again, I just use it to basically just tidy up so that I have a really nice neat line, so all those colours I've put down end up being quite tidy, and then just slide it up so I get that really nice sharp line and that finish at the end, sort of just that winged effect, which I really like. Then simply apply my next coat of mascara. So as you know, I've already curled and put my first coat of mascara on and it's dry, so I apply my second coat. No trick to this, everybody does it differently, everybody blinks it on or wiggles it on. It's personal preference, I find. And I just happen to find that the Revlon, and I am using the Luscious Glow again, in the Revlon, I don't get much clumping at all, if ever, and it is really quite a good consistency. So it's quite a good consistency and I don't get it. Now, one thing I was adding to this video, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm hoping you can see the difference. These, I don't like false eyelashes. They feel funny on my eyes and they feel very obscure and I find them very uncomfortable to wear. So I came across this fabulous product, and I'm sure you've seen it before. I purchased this set online. So one is basically a gel that you use. I'll just quickly show you the brush, and it's an odd shaped brush, but it's just simply a gel. And then the next one that you get is basically, it just looks like another mascara really. However, this one has the fibers on it. I don't know if you can see that. So it doesn't contain mascara, it simply contains fibers. So to use this, all you do, and I just love this for nighttime and for special occasions, you just very gently touch the end of your lashes with the gel, and you only have to put on a really fine coat, and you can see that it's already extending my lashes. And then you just over the top of that apply a really fine coat of the fibers, and basically right before your eyes, your eyelashes have grown. It's just amazing. I love it. You can do it 2 or 3 times. I find once is enough for me because I don't like the look of them being fake, but I do, however, like them to be a bit longer and a bit more luscious, if you like. So that is basically my eye, and I'll just finish the rest of my face. And so this is the finished look. This is with my foundation and my blush and lipstick on. So this would be a look I would quite easily wear to work. I like the colours. Obviously you could darken it up a bit if you like for nighttime. You could certainly put some black eyeliner on and change the shades around. That's one of the things that I love so much about the Urban Decay Naked palette, whether it be the 1 or 2. You just get such a nice effect, and the colours just blend so beautifully together. They all work really well together. Honestly, I couldn't pick between the 2 of them. If I had to choose, I couldn't. I just, now that I have both of them, I don't know what I'll do when I run out of some of the colours that I use all the time. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.